What is up, Chris?
Man, every day's a holiday, my friend. Every day's a holiday. What's up, everybody? What's shaking?
What is shaking in the WINJECT community today?
That's
And
right.
I just want to thank you so much because we've been working on several things, running around like
My hair's on fire.
my hair's on fire.
Oh shit.
And the reality is we have so many things going on, and it's a very exciting time to be in the WINJECT community. And I have a couple of slides that I actually want to get to in a little bit, so stay tuned for that. And we want to talk about some of the things that are taking place in the WINJECT community as well, Chris, because there's so many things that we have to look forward to. And we want you to join in the community now, because now is the time to take action and activity and roll into 2022, hair on fire, guns a-blazing, making sure that you're rocking and rolling as the year starts.
What I'm excited about the most is now I'm getting into the third leg of what it took to build the infrastructure on what it really truly takes to increase your brand awareness, taking the downloads that you are receiving, but turning those into exponential growth for your company or whatever product, service, and good that you do have. Most podcasters don't understand the power of the right networks being open for you to start dipping into other ways for you to really make money and monetize your show. When you talk about monetization from shows, people sometimes they go with sponsors first. Well, if you don't have a lot of brand awareness and reach, not just social media reach, but influence reach and ambassadorship with your show, I could have 1 million downloads. We talked about this briefly last week. I could have 1 million downloads, but that just means I have your attention. Doesn't mean that I'm going to drive you into what I truly do for a living. And that's where the third leg of WINJECT Studios is now taking action on, and we're actually coming in to that leg. Dude, I'm going to tell you, when I started building this out, I knew it'll take me a year to do. I wasn't in a rush because I know that I've, through time and energy and also resources that I've had available in my network and obviously what I truly do for a living, it'll take me a year to be able to do it, to help people understand all the moving parts of WINJECT. It's not even just a community. We're creating our own marketplace for media people and media services the way it's never been done before. And I know this because this is what I do for a living. So I'm really excited about the third leg of the rollout of WINJECT Studios because the testimonials and everything's already laid out. Now it's just time to execute and have some fun.
Well, and I think one of the things that is missed by a lot of podcaster strategy is the idea that, okay, it's based on broadcast strategy. It's like, if I have eyeballs, people are going to pay for the attention of the community. Well, and that doesn't go away. That's always going to be true to a certain extent. However, every podcaster has a gift. Every podcaster has some sort of secret sauce or knowledge that they can share.
Right.
So if
they would have a show.
If they turn it upside down and control it from their perspective, rather than waiting for their audience to grow to a certain perspective, all of a sudden you're accelerating your opportunity to revenue. And that's what's
passive
important.
revenue, passive income.
Absolutely.
I know. I was joking with you earlier today, and I made more money sleeping last month than I did working. True story.
And that took a lot of work to get to that point, though.
It took 7 years, bro. This is a long process.
And the thing about WINJECT is we're injecting the win in your category of podcasting right now, because if you're on board with WINJECT Studios, all of a sudden you have, what's the saying, Chris? Your net worth is your network.
Your network is your whatever the hell that is. But your network is your net worth.
And so
however,
you
also
have
reach
a network. We already have a network built in.
Right, 100%. But man, it's going to be so freaking exciting. I'm like, well, I don't know. Where I get my fulfillment from is watching others succeed. That's where I get. That's my thing. I know my purpose. I was talking to Nazi Gatun earlier today, and we were discussing some areas of opportunity. Also, on top of that, her stepping into a 7 figures type of world doesn't mean you're going to keep 7 figures. You can make $1 million. $1 million wasn't what it used to be. Okay.
Yeah.
$1 million, you're only keeping probably around 400 and something thousand. Okay.
Yeah.
So in order to, net $1 million, take home, you need to make around 1.9. I was working out the figures with her, but we're having a conversation. I was like, listen, in order for you to really, truly step into that, you not just don't even believe it, mind, body, spirit, you need to execute that way. And it's going to be really amazing to watch other people go, wow, this isn't that hard. Why is it not that hard? The first million or the first whatever is always, I'll put it this way. Making your first million is like tying your shoes when you've made a couple million. Okay.
Yeah.
When you tied your shoe for the first time, Russ, did you?
It was hard.
It was difficult. Rabbit hole and do whatever your parents taught you, right?
Yeah.
Or people taught you. Now you don't really think about it, do you?
No. But
that sounds really harsh, but it's true.
That's the truth. You don't know what you don't know until you know what you know. And that's really exposure. Part of the process is we are accelerating your knowledge and traction and information to help you get to where you need to be, to get to where you want to be, and to maybe beyond where you can even believe could take place. And that's what the WINJECT Studio is all about, is the whole ecosystem is based on the community, the creativity, the opportunities, and the ability to accelerate these ideas and help you see where you haven't seen before. Go places where you haven't been before. And you have to become something that you haven't been before as well.
You got to step into that new version. And 90% of the time you step into that new skin and people refuse to see you in that light.
Well, sometimes the person in the mirror can't see it.
And that's what I'm saying. That's where my gift that I do have is that what I've done, obviously, in a marketplace, and I've tested it out in other, 27 different industries. I know this system works because I've utilized it in pretty much anything other than, I don't deal with anything pornographic or not good for humanity. So I don't know. I don't want to test these markets because it doesn't tie into my core values
for humanity.
Right? Yeah. Right. So, but my focus is putting people in a position to win, and then realizing that they actually can win without doing things the way the world is telling you to conform and do it their way.
And I know powerful. There are systems that you've built and you've discovered and you created and you evolved. Gabe, what's up, Gabe?
Love that dude, man. He's cool.
Yeah, he's awesome. And the reality is we can actually shift people's mind with this platform. We can actually shift and influence the way people are thinking and considering the outcomes, because a sponsor is only a small piece of the revenue opportunity.
That's the end result. Result, man. That's the last piece. And you allow the sponsors to, here's how to attract sponsors. Do what you need to do and let them come to you. I have never approached a brand and said, hey, would you sponsor my show? Never.
Why would you?
If you're looking to make money because you don't know how to build a course, you don't know how to monetize the ambassadorships and the people that really tune into your show, ask questions.
Yeah.
You should take the time to build out some type of systematic approach to really open the doors for people to tell you what they want to hear more from you about.
Yeah.
It's really not difficult. And I'm not trying to be a you-know-what, but it's just like tying your shoes. If you've been exposed to that. Yeah. And that's what I'm excited about now, is that I'm finally, a year later, me being, dude, you know how hard it is as an entrepreneur knowing the possibilities in life, and obviously in the network and also in the industries of going, holy shit, when I finally get to do what I do, it's going to take a year later, and have that much patience
Yes, I know exactly what
What?
it takes.
Half that much, and I'm still 3 to 5 years ahead of going, looking at way the world is working.
Yeah.
The world's evolving. You got Facebook changing the name to Meta, like they're creating their own marketplace. We're going to create our own marketplace for media services and show you what's possible. So I can't wait, man. It's gonna be
well,
fun.
there's so many things that are going on, and I created a few slides that I wanted to kind of capture what we're talking about here, and just kind of put it out. And Gabe was right. Unconventional ways is what it's all about. So maybe we can bring this slide up, and I can.
Do you want to share? I mean, do you have access on your side, or do you want me to do it?
Go ahead and do it. I don't have access on my side.
Okay,
right now.
Let me see what I can do over here.
I logged out of all my stuff. I refresh my cache, and it's like, oh crap. But I'll share the slides. I'll move them around.
What can you do on your side? Okay.
So Chris, this is a Q&A a little bit, and it's kind of a
one-sided
Q&A.
Oh,
because you have
be careful what you ask, my friend. I have no filter.
Well, but here's the reality: is you don't need a filter. What you need is the opportunity to be presented to you in a way that you can actually access the audience that you're looking for. And every podcaster, what's the big question that you're looking for? What do all podcasters want? What do they want? What do they desire? What are they looking to achieve? And the reality is they want to, a spelling error, create revenue for the effort. They want to create revenue for the effort.
It's like remix.
Yeah. But the reality is that the old way is to build an audience and hope for a sponsor, right? Hope is not a strategy, is it?
It's like wishing. You can.
So what I wanted to present to this idea and plant this seed and nurture this concept is to be able to actually change it to the WINJECT way and create content that people want, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the system that you've designed and developed and we're working to deliver on a regular basis right now is to create a course that it's a course that's available to all of our members and multiple courses, right? So maybe you can walk. Yeah. Can you walk through? Can you walk through that a little?
Yeah. I'm sorry if I cut you off. I didn't mean to. It felt like I was like a drag. It was like it sounded like the lady off of Charlie Brown for a second. I'm not sure if it's mine or yours, but it's like wonk 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 wonk. But I got what you're saying.
You're getting through 5x5, man.
Okay, cool. So can you ask the question again? Because I heard like wonk 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 wonk.
Yeah. The question is we are delivering an opportunity for podcasters to join the WINJECT community. And we have a process that we go through. Can you kind of outline that process because we're not using the old model of, the sponsor way, but we're using the WINJECT way of creating content that people want.
Right. Okay.
And so kind of step through that process a little bit.
Sure. If you're a podcaster now and you already have a show, let me put it this way. Let me back it up for a second. Let me go even on a podcaster. If you're a person that feels like you should open up the door and a way for you to reach your customers or future customers in a way you've never done before, you're going to utilize something that's kind of hot right now. It's what's called podcasting. Well, podcasting has a great way for you to reach people and show your talents and skills. And maybe if you will have a review show, if you have, you're interviewing guests, you're talking about a specific topic, maybe it's you solo. And a lot of people, this is where they suffer from. They might be captivating enough to hold people's attention to have a show. That's a skill. Just like anything else in life, you have to develop over time. Or if you're just looking to monetize, well, how do you do that? That's the number one question. Well, it's very simple. You probably have a lot of content that you didn't think that would really help you, but taking some of your content, chopping it up, and giving some mini courses that's going to set up the obviously front end offers for yourself. You have to give to receive. The world that I come from is education. Most people know my story. If you don't, I'll give you a snapshot, okay? For the last 8 years specifically, I have worked with billion-dollar companies and trillion-dollar industries of aligning sales, marketing, operation, and fulfillment. Before I stepped into entrepreneurship, I was never called a salesperson. How did I become top 5 in the world in sales? Because I didn't sell. I placed people in the right programs, products, services, and goods if it was based on what they were looking for short term and then long term, because I was focusing on fulfillment, not the sale. Make sense? So when you're breaking it off in those type of areas, this is where podcasters are not thinking about. I'm not enrolling you or not having you listen to my show just to listen to my show just to be entertained. Yeah, there's certain shows you want to be entertained, comedy shows and whatnot, but wouldn't it be better for you to be laughing and me to obviously get something for my time and effort? Of course.
Absolutely.
So me breaking off the enrollment process, so obviously you coming into the community, if you're a podcaster, you now have access to everything that I have access to and the 30 plus strategic partners within WINJECT Studios. WINJECT Studios is not a network. WINJECT Studios is not even just a community. WINJECT Studios is a marketplace for people that want to utilize media and leverage media to get what they're looking to receive into the world, but you have to give to receive. So in order to give, you have to give more than what people are potentially charging in whatever industry you're in. I mean, if you're in finance, you're in medical, you're in coaching, personal development, sales, whatever. Okay, so what makes you great at what you do? Break that off in like 3 to 5 minute little videos and then dedicate that to a pre-placement course, which are driving people to. When you drive people to that pre-placement course, now they're bought into you mentally, physically, and most importantly, emotionally. If you tie in the courses and the quizzes, certifications, and what am I saying here, right? What am I saying here is that's how ambassadorship is created, and that's done within by the touch points of where most people don't have the time or energy because they're in a counterproductive or counter-reactive world because they're only focusing on what they see in front of them. Where WINJECT comes into play, I see the bigger picture because I look at the end result, not the beginning, as I mentioned about fulfillment, looking at a sale. I don't give a shit about a sale. I care about what's going to happen in your life short-term or long-term with this product, service, and good. And that's where I'm excited about is creating content that people want. Ask them what you want. Hey, yo, I'm going to create a course. I'm working with one of the best in the game to create this course. What do you want to see in this course? And then go create it. And that course creation, that's where I'm going to be aligning and we're going to be aligning the fulfillment processes and the touch points that's going to set up the higher tickets for yourself. I have sold anything from a $5 popsicle to over $100 million deal, okay? And I do them both the same way. Why do you want this popsicle? Why do you want this deal? And then I sell to that point.
Yeah.
It's really not as complex as most people think.
And the reality though, Chris, I think what we're speaking to is we're taking individuals to where they are, taking them on a journey, educating them on the points that they want to. And with all the partners that we have in here and all the content that is available for no additional cost, you have an opportunity to map your own path.
100%.
And also with the community support and access to the other individuals that are already doing this work and already creating this content and already developing the outcomes, you have a huge upside already. You're accelerating into this environment to where you can actually, you don't have to take a year to develop it. You can actually get going really quickly.
Yeah, we already have it done. I've already went through a whole year of time and energy that I poured into this. And a lot of people, even at the very beginning of WINJECT, when we did the beta test, do you remember back in the day when we did that?
Yeah.
when I did that beta test was so beneficial for me to knowing whom I'm speaking to and who I'm trying to get to. And I quickly identified within those first 50 shows that we pulled on board, the problem is bigger than I initially thought.
It's huge.
The problem is massive.
Yeah. So the other point, create an introduction to the greatest gifts, knowledge, and services. Because every podcaster, I would argue, also has products and services of their own. So the pre-placement course is like the appetizer to what your higher ticket item can be.
So and it's going to educate them. And it's not to cut you off, but it's going to educate them on what's to come if they qualify. And that's the missing ingredient that most people don't understand. That pre-placement course, you're giving them to them for free just by listening to your show. It's a gift. It's a free gift. There's no cards involved. You don't have to put in your credit card to do this and do that. And then the trial, none of that bullshit, because none of that bullshit works. Okay. Let's be real. I'm going to cut to the chase. But when you are opening up the door, you're making them more accessible to you without you being accessible. Okay. When you're building out those building blocks and bridge points, those are touch points, you're now going to give them access to a little bit more in depth on what it really truly takes if they qualify for whatever service you have. That now they're emotionally connected to your service and you, and now they know, hey, I can't afford this yet. I can't do this yet, but that key word is yet, because you just put the yet in behind everything you do, because now you've given them more understanding about what you truly do. That's why I wouldn't say hate. That's why I don't really like a lot of event speakers, because I've been involved with this. They go to an event, it feels like a one-night stand. They sell you some dogshit.com, whatever, and there's no fulfillment process.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, and I'm not, no offense to anybody listening to this, and I'm not trying to, I don't do this. I'm not that kind of person to kick you. But what I'm saying is you need to have a clear and concise roadmap to the end result you're selling.
And that's what WINJECT has done. That's what you've created. And that's what we're working to develop and deliver and help more people, which is my mission in life. And that's why we get along, Chris,
help you, help me, help me, help you. I feel like Jerry Maguire. Remember that?
Show me the money.
Help me, help you. I'm showing my age right now.
Yeah.
I actually met somebody the other day that I've never seen that movie. I was like, holy shit. When were you born? They're like 94. Yeah. I was like, what? 94? I was like, man, I finally got to that age, Russ.
Oh, yeah. It happens all the time to me. So, and I just want to make sure that people understand and appreciate how much effort has actually gone into building this out to where it is right now, and how much more intention is in place to expand it even further. Because I know that I have a few courses that I'm going to go ahead and put in there, and I have pre-placement courses, and I also have a coupon code. If you want to join now, Russ Johns, you can use the coupon code to join in. I think it's 10% off. So the reality is you have an opportunity right now to join in winject.com/join and actually get involved and engaged. And what I've always discovered along my journey is early adopters win big.
Mm-hmm. Well, first, this leg and the premise of us doing, I guess, having this conversation for the last day, or for the last live of WINJECT Studios of 2021 and going into 2022, I've held back on showing and revealing some of the back end moving parts, because early on I quickly identified that people weren't grasping the overall mission.
Right.
And it's no fault of theirs. They haven't been exposed to that yet until now. So the first 50 people that do sign up, and I'm talking about, you're looking at $1 something a day, and you get 10% off. I'm going to tell you right now, and I know this because I'm in this industry. Typically, I would take on my first investment, or me taking on a contract for a show, you're looking at $200K up front to hold my attention for 3 months to see if I'm going to take on the contract. Then from there, I'm going to take 5% of your earnings for the next 3 to 5 years, my level of impact. I'm doing a course creation pre-placement course for you for the first 50 shows that sign up now. On this page, Russ Johns, what is it? WINJECT.com/offers/Russ Johns, RUSSJOHNS. That simple. Then you just put in the code, whatever the code is, you'll see it pop up. You get 10% off. I'm doing this. We're doing this for you. Just like at the beginning of this past year for beta testing, I need to beta test the course creation. So I need 50 people to sign up and be a part of something where you're able to take advantage of something that's going to potentially we'll charge people around like 5 to 10 grand. Okay. So I'm telling you guys, if you're listening to this and you have a show, I don't care if you're, I don't know, who's pretty predominant name in the industry. I don't give a shit. Joe Rogan. Okay, I'll help you. I will build a course for you, Joe Rogan, for free. Only thing you need to pay for is a membership. And if you don't have $1.78 in your pocket jingling around every day, then you got some problems anyway. Your problems are bigger than what you probably see right now.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. To each his own. All I need you to do is become a member. From there, I will get on the phone with you and go through your process, figure out what your content's about, and I will help you build out that course creation at free placement course, and then help upsell whatever that is through the 77 call center people. They're placement experts, not salespeople. They're educational placement experts sitting in a call center waiting to sell your up, whatever that is, because WINJECT Studios is not a place to sell something. All we are is a membership. That's all we are. So if you don't have that, or if you sometimes when we look at the system, we're like, I don't know if I want to do this. Stop with a negative mindset. Be open to possibilities. Because when you're open to possibilities, anything is possible.
And here's the other caveat, though, Chris, that a lot of people are going to say and come back with. They're going to say, well, I don't know how to create a course. Well,
that's what I'm here for.
We will help you create a course. You know, the pre-placement course is like a master class on steroids. And also, if you don't have a platform, we'll help you get engaged with the platform or whatever resource you need. Because our goal, both Chris and I, are very adamant about helping you succeed. And if we can take the first 50 individuals and actually run them and get them involved and engaged in the process, we're gonna help you succeed in this entire process.
May I make an example?
Yeah.
Have you ever driven a Ferrari before?
I have not ever driven a Ferrari before.
Okay. So I have. The first time that I drove a Ferrari, I didn't realize how fast a Ferrari was. Okay. Mm-hmm. They give away free lessons to drive a Ferrari. Okay. Because how fast that vehicle is. WINJECT Studios is a Bentley or a Ferrari or a luxury vehicle. It is very fast. It has pretty much every go-go gadget thing that you would potentially need as a content creator. We are a content creator's dream, a dream. But most of you are still driving a Camry. If you got into a Ferrari, you're going to wreck that son of a gun.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're doing yet. But that's the whole point behind the membership and us not selling anything. I don't want to sell anything. What I am here to do is to put you in a position where you can sell whatever you want if it aligns with our core values and if it's going to benefit the world and impact the world in some type of form or fashion positively. Because we don't put out anything that is going to bring people down. There's enough of that in the world right now. That's what this is for, is to really put people in a position where they go, I just want to impact lives. Well, you come to the right place. If you're even a person that never thought you would ever want to start a show. 2 years ago, I didn't want to start a show. 2 million downloads in the first 7 months. and then now building out WINJECT and 5 million episodes or downloads of the Win-Win Effect and us building a major corporation, I think we did okay. I think it was a good decision. So it doesn't really matter to me. Even if you don't want to start a show, you can still join a community and I will still help you build out your course. I don't care. I can teach you to leverage other ways of reaching your potential buyers. But what I need to do is I need to be able to attract the first 50 people in. That's a special invite. And from that, we're going to build out the next phase. And when we build out the next phase, have you already seen what I did with the great Savannah Duran to be your own brand of taking, obviously, and I'm not going to go into detail with this, but powered by WINJECT. That's the end result, man. Taking a multi-million-dollar company and turning them into, obviously increasing their revenue around 900-something%. Are you kidding me? And that's what I do for corp. That's my skill set. But it's like almost at a point to where the lower your offer is, you have to convince people more because the way the world is right now in the marketplace, they scam you, they bullshit you on this big, huge dream sitting on a fucking yacht. And I'm like, listen, course creation and getting to where you've never been before is going to be extremely difficult. Trust in our ability because we've been there before and we can assist you, not do it for you because you're going to have to meet me halfway. If you don't meet me halfway,
you have to put your skin in the game.
There's enough people. I'm telling you right now, I haven't even went to my network yet. If I went to my network and sent off an email through our auto services, like our auto responders, and said, yo, I'm going to build out a course for you pre-play. Oh my God. And I'm pretty sure if there's someone's watching this live, they're gonna be like, "Hey, can I do it?" They're like, "You don't even have a show." Like, I don't care. Do it. I just need enough information and data to make the proper adjustments with that piece, that one leg. Then us going into Q2 of 2022 is game over after that.
Well, and I just really appreciate the idea and the concept because, I mean, the first conversation we had, I got it.
Yeah, and I was like, "What? What do you mean you got it?"
Well, not everybody understands the power and the opportunity. It's like swinging the doors open on opportunity is what it is, in my opinion. And this model by, multiple people in the community, access to multiple people, having their attention and ability to have conversations with them is an incredibly powerful tool. And it's an incredibly powerful opportunity. So I can't imagine anybody that is even remotely interested in course creation, podcasting, media production would not be knocking on the door.
Right. And I want to make myself clear on this. When we're thinking pre-placement course, when we say course, that's going to hit a nerve with some people and thinking how much time and energy that's going to take. I don't know if you have this on a slide, but the new season 6 of the Win-Win Effect is coming out, I think in the second week of January or the third week of January. And one of those episodes is yourself, Mark Jenkins, and also Nazia Khatun. I built out a pre-placement course for Nazia Khatun. And a pre-placement course, literally, I think it's around like 7 videos of 3 minutes long. So if you don't have, 30 minutes of your time to shoot just some content and just to bridge the gap, that's what it takes. It doesn't take that much time and effort to put in. And you don't need to be wearing a suit, putting in a bunch of makeup and a fan sitting in your lap, blowing your hair up. If you don't have any hair, you don't need it. No, that's not what it takes. When it's that clean, something sketchy.
Yeah.
I know because I've been involved in this industry for, I'm going to say my age here. I've been involved in this industry for God knows how long, over 14 years. And I know what it takes. I just need you to be open to another way of looking at how to drive people into your products and services. And sometimes your products and services are dog shit, and I'm going to help you figure that part out for you to where it's going to pass the educational board's recommendation process for accreditations. Because yes, I have built 2 trade schools that are nationally accredited, and I sold that for, I'm not going to get into that. But obviously breaking that, this is what I do. This is what I do. So help me help you.
Yes. And Chris, I just want to thank you for, being here on the show and taking the time to explain this, because I know it's incredibly important. And I get it. I understand it. And, you know, one of the things is being a partner with the Pirate Syndicate and being able to also support the community, the WINJECT community as the community leader, and helping, you know, navigate people and helping them understand what is going on, and also promoting the idea that this is an amazing opportunity to join in right now. The reality is that we all have things that we could do. We all have things that we want to do. And if you have help like this, it's a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned. And I just want to encourage anybody that's even thinking about it to jump on board the first 50 and let's rock and roll this thing in 2022.
And I appreciate kind words. And to be honest with you, I mentioned just earlier in a private conversation, I wouldn't be able to do what I do without you. And that's what makes this special.
Mm-hmm.
You have over 35 and how many years of experience in the media broadcasting industry, producing shows and all the good stuff. Well, my understanding and my skill set comes from education. I'm just going to apply education to what you know.
Yeah.
And I'm going to plug the holes. Like, that's what entrepreneurship is all about, is figuring, okay, I have a solution to your major problem. And that solution to your major problem potentially may not be in the best interest of you long-term, but it's in the best interest of you short-term. And the short-term is where the pre-placement comes in, and you're plugging that hole. Then from there, then you can start thinking about other solutions, because you don't need to have the end result already. Okay? It goes with touch points. And that's where I come in. That's where we both come in. And you being a community leader with the WINJECT, I can't have my eyes on everything.
Right.
I'm a man. I can't multitask. I can't walk and chew gum. Okay. It's just not possible. I focus my attention on one thing and that one thing only. And then I knock that out. Okay. But you having access and you working with these people and knowing your skill set, it allows me to stay within my zone of genius and not have to worry about onboarding and all the other stuff happening.
Right.
And focus on, okay, what do I do and how do I make an impact with this individual? I'm telling you, I could build a pre-placement. I could probably do at least 20 a day. 20 a day, I could build a in the mapping at the because it's really not that difficult.
And we have a roadmap. There's already a framework in place. There's a strategy in place. There's an outcome. And it's just a matter of you stepping into the adventure. That's all it is. So, and thank you for the kindness and, you know, the generosity in your words, Chris, because, you know, the feeling is the same. You know, it's like, this is the piece that I have been working. You know, I've been working on the operations side. I've been building systems. I've been building solutions and, you know, websites, sales pages, email, all that kind of stuff. And you bring the element of the business and the strategy and the sales piece that is really part of the equation that we need to combine forces and actually join this and put it out there in the world.
Right. And that's what it's all about, is collaboration. I mean, that's where we come in, is where we can come together and focus on collaboration and make that global collective impact. But the only way to do that is the first piece.
Yeah.
You have to come together, and coming together potentially means for people is to drop your ego a little bit.
Yeah.
I could do this with my else. Okay. Well, that's the next leg of this, is doing like more of a spotlight show and showing people, if they're open to it, why their show looks like every other show.
And why, and how it could be different.
100%. Yeah. Like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint a picture for you, what your life could be. And then I'm going to take it away from you because you're not involved yet. See, but I'm going to paint a picture from my mindset and from my understanding, my experiences, because I know what's possible in the world.
Right.
Because of obviously what I've done. And I'm going to paint that picture of what your life could be. And then I'm going to take it away from you and going, what's stopping you?
Yeah.
And it's all about what are they going to do? Right. 100%.
Most of the roadblocks are right up here.
100%. You could be in your own. If you're in your own head and you're only in there, you've already lost. Yeah. Because people like myself are just like tying a shoe. I'm moving.
Yeah.
By the time you see that area of opportunity, And you're going to be in your own head. Should I do it? Would I want to do it? Do I finance it? I've already tackled it. I've already came after it and took it.
And
So we've been there.
There again, 50 people. You got the you got the coupon code. You can actually go there, sign up, get involved, get engaged, and nothing's stopping you.
Right. This is a special invite. So if you're not on this one link, it's winject.com/offers/Russ Johns.
Yeah.
You'll see it when you get there. But everybody else, I haven't done any marketing, no paid traffic. I'm getting over 90-something thousand views on a website a day. So there's people that are trying to come in, knocking down the doors. So if you're watching, you're one of those people and you're watching this live, this is a indication that we're about to go live with this sucker.
And this is like a little wink there saying
it's kind of tip of my
hat.
hat.
Probably should take ownership of this and move forward. Just saying.
I'm telling you, you have a couple drinks over the weekend. Next thing you know, it's wide open. You missed your spot. I'm not going to build out a course. I can't take on that much of my time and energy putting into obviously that process because it is time consuming. Takes a lot of mental energy. It takes a lot of understanding on how to really get a gauge of the other person's entity and energy and understanding their mission. Takes a lot of time.
I mean, just do the simple math, Chris. Okay, so 50 people sign up in addition to the people that are already in place and have courses already created. All of a sudden, for a very meager fee, you have access to a ton of content focused on the podcasting industry, the mindset,
right?
The challenges that you're going to be up against, and also access to those individuals that are in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, people that we've already built courses for. We took the great Jess Lee of the Jess Lee Roadshow, over 4 million downloads. Her season 1. And Dr. Ruth, we have, oh my God, man, 12 episodes, 1 million out. But it's not, I just now have people's attention. Yeah. Now I know the system works. Now it's about building out the course and the infrastructure for each individual. So that way, when you're on your show, go, hey, I have a pre-placement course. It's free. You just need to be a part of the community, which is like, I don't know, 70-something cents if you're a listener of a show a day.
Uh-huh.
And you don't just have access to their stuff. You have access to over 200 hours of videos.
Yes.
Then we have all the infrastructure and the fulfillment process with people there to guide you with your way. You ever signed up for something? If you put me on Netflix right now, I'm lost for an hour before I find a show.
Oh,
I'm indecisive, man. I'm like, I don't know which one I want to watch.
It's like nothing looks good. I got 10 shows and nothing looks good.
And then 2 hours later, I'm like, well, the hell with it. I'm going to sleep now.
Yeah. Well, I just really I'm excited about this and I'm pumped up, and I'm going to be doing updates for the rest of the year, actually.
Right. I'm excited, man. Yeah, it's we did with the acquisition and the integration of Dub. So shout out to Dub. I haven't gotten with, is it Ruben?
Yeah, Ruben.
I haven't. Shout out to Ruben. I look forward to meeting you. I'm not sure if that link you sent me was of me going to his show or me have a conversation, but we'll work all that in a private conversation.
He's skiing in Colorado right now, so we'll have to catch you next year.
Sorry. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, I saw this link and I look forward to that integration, obviously, with the infrastructure of WINJECT. Man, it's just going to be so much fun. This time next year.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, oh man. Here we go.
2022 is going to be huge.
Yeah,
I just got to say
look
that.
Forward to it.
It's going to be huge. Well, thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate all the gratitude in the world for stopping by, being here, participating in this adventure. And, as always, we do this because kindness is cool and smiles are free. And we want you to enjoy your day. Chris, what do you got to say?
Happy New Year, mother truckers.
Happy New Year.
That's right. Happy New Year, man. Go be safe. Whatever you do out there, just be safe.
Last show of the year. I cannot believe it.
I can't. Yeah, I can't. Who knew that we're going to be the last one?
I cannot believe it's been a year, man.
I can, because I'm old now. This year I blinked and it was August, and I was like, "What happened?" And then here we are in December. Like, I don't even know, man. Guys, take care. Be blessed. Peace out. Much love. And I'll see you guys at the top.
Cast is brought to you by WINJECT Studios. We are an all-in-one educational platform for podcasters that revolutionizes how hosts leverage content to increase engagement with listeners, downloads, and income. We come together to focus on community, collaboration, and collective impact. For more information on how you can interact directly with our hosts, access exclusive live content with offers you can't get anywhere else from our official partners, join our purpose-driven community by visiting www.winject.com. If you're ready to build a career doing what you love, then we're ready to see you there.